We start today's instalment with a clothes shop.
What a great thing that is. You were talking the other day actually about how the start of your pick-in during the day is like how the day's going to go. So that's not going to.
Yeah.
It doesn't bode well, but this actually gets a lot better.
It's foreshadowing what is about to happen.
No, it's not. This is episode 6 of Vlogmas via the Luxury Pickers or
Uploadmas,
whatever you want to call it.
And we are in Bermondsey, which is a classic seaside town. Obviously, we're in the off season, so it is. I don't know. Off season seaside towns just seem a bit sad, don't they?
Yep. Hello, coming.
But it's extremely busy. That's what I was going to say. It's so busy we could barely get through the shops.
The charity shops were, the actual streets weren't they dead, but the charity shops for whatever reason are like
well, it's good for the charity shops though. Big up the charity shops.
Yeah, very much so. So this is one of the first things we picked up is a Peloton Peloton long sleeve kind of t-shirts, like light sweater, I guess. Peloton, obviously from the bikes, if you will. They do
spin bikes, static spin bikes.
They do. They send things to you, clothing items, when you kind of hit certain achievements, like 100 of this or 1,000 of that or whatever it is. This isn't one of those because those ones they go for a couple quid, but nothing special. This is more like their actual branded clothing, so it goes for a little bit more.
Merch.
We'll put the comps up here anyway. Merch. Yeah.
And if you're not familiar with Peloton, it is the bike that Big died on in Sex and the City.
That is a good reference.
Although I just kept this in because my face is a picture. I looked appalled, but I really wasn't. I was just
like, that's what I'm dealing with, folks.
I just felt gold.
It's like £4. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
I just felt a certain way about life in that moment, not about the Peloton t-shirt.
And then you almost had me looking it up and down just to make sure. I actually really like the split hem as well.
Yeah, I think that's so you can cycle in it. It's very much like Rafa, you know, like they make jeans that you can cycle in and things like that. Yeah, Rafa's a really good cycling brand if you're looking for cycling brands. I picked up these Dr. Martens. Now, the size zip indicates that they are children's. Even if they go up to a size 4, I think it is. These are a children's boot.
Or at least a youth boot.
They're a youth boot. These were glitter, but they had significant wear and they were £50. So we weren't going to pick those up. I left this footage in because I know we're the Luxury Pickers and we don't pick up anything like this, but I just wanted to do a little nod to
for anyone who picks up cards or trading cards or whatever they are. I didn't even know these. Some of these were for football.
These are like old football ones. Look at these. And then Austin's also got in his hand Yu-Gi-Oh. Do you remember Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah, those ones.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
I've heard that name before, but there were loads of them. Once again, these might have been old. They're probably not great condition either. But being negative about it, I'm hoping someone's going to tell me that because who knows?
Just put a £1 million Charizard
that's
down.
What I'm saying. Oh, that one's like, I don't know. But I thought we'd leave that in, like you said, just so we know.
And if you're into trading cards, then they are situated in the town centre of Bermondsey.
Go and get them.
Yes, or we could get them for you.
They were like 50p, like £1 for a set. Like
yeah, I think they literally just bundled them together. So there could have been some bangers in there. But once again, we don't know. But I left them in because I know people watch these videos, even if you're not into luxury fashion, you're into more broad, stuff.
Like some of the people we watch are big into cards and trading cards and send them off for a grade. Obviously, they weren't like that kind of condition. But once again, who knows? There might have been a card worth a couple of quid. There might have been absolutely nothing. But there you go.
Probably even if you sold them as a bundle, though.
Yeah, like I say, once again, it's just something I know nothing about.
Sorry.
And it's like when we watch people and they're like, oh, I just didn't pick this up. And we're like, why'd you do that when it comes to clothing? But there you go.
Is it?
Speaking of which, red swoosh vintage Nike jacket.
What time date is that?
I would say that's definitely 90s, actually. Latest of 99 is definitely in the 90s for sure. My only issue is that honestly it's such a nice jacket, but the swoosh on the back, people who do buy these, some people buy them to beat them, but at that point you're looking at like a different price point with the back swoosh missing. I was just a bit like, shall I, shan't I? It was £7, which doesn't seem like a lot, but like everyone mentions, you add fees, you add this, you add the other, and I was kind of psyching myself out about it, to be honest, as I do. And when I do that, I leave it behind. Simple.
And I wasn't jazzed. I'm not,
It's a really cool jacket. What's amazing to me is everything else is in a really nice condition. It's just the back swoosh is gone. I'm guessing that's because it's on the butt and people have been sat on the coat, or do you know what I mean? Or whatever.
Oh, yeah. I suggest maybe.
Why would there be butt wear otherwise?
I don't know. They might have just put it in the washing machine and the swoosh came off.
Why didn't everything else come off?
Because the other stuff was applied in a better manner. I don't know.
You're really reaching, aren't you?
No, you're reaching.
I'm not.
With your butt wear.
Anyway, once again, like, I don't know, there's not much else to say about this coat. It is a good coat. You would get, I don't know, 20, 25, 30 as is, maybe more like 40, really clean. But once again, that's all I've got to say.
If you say once again this video, I'm refuse to do any more uploadmas.
Okay, once again, I haven't said it a lot.
There you go. Gone. I'm left. It's just the one luxury picker now.
Thank God she's gone. Thank God for that.
I love the festive displays in trash shops.
Nothing like a bit of tinsel around a black sparkly dress to get me Christmassy.
They're either really creative or like a zero effort, and I like both.
Do you know what the worst thing is? I can't tell which one's which sometimes.
You're so rude, Austin. No, I found this. It is a oatmeal beige cardigan.
Beige, yeah.
Has little pockets. And it was £4.50. Just from touch alone, I could tell you, this is Marks & Spencer's autograph, size 12, but it is 100% Cashmerean. I said Cashmerean last time, and someone actually thought that I thought Cashmerean was a word. Cashmere, I just make up words.
Over and above the fact that it is cashmere, and the word is cashmere, and you'd be stupid to think it was Cashmerean, it says on the tag, which you displayed clearly then, and also previously in the other video, as cashmere. Mm-hmm. So unless you're a total idiot moron,
that would be me, apparently. I left this clip in. Now we went in this in the aid of Vlogmas. We went into this toy shop in the centre of town just to look because we have a small human.
And that was a mistake, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't a mistake. But look how like OG this is. This is proper like 90s like.
But is there not a fine line between OG and terrible?
Yeah, 100%.
Like look at that.
I live on that fine line.
Wow. No, you definitely do not.
The carpet.
Suffice to say, we left empty-handed.
We did. The problem is that independent toy shops can't be as competitive as you need to be around Christmas, and it goes the same for resellers, isn't it? It's all at the end of the day that you are a reseller if you have an independent store because you're buying stock from someone else and reselling it to another market.
Yeah, I agree. So
we walked along a bit and discovered this trash shop that we didn't know existed. That's just so us, isn't it? And as I was walking in, I called Austin back into the cold of the winter air because I spotted something in the zoo window.
Tell us a little bit more about what you spotted
in the cabinet. There was a sign here: Mulberry handbag, £250. Now, £250 might seem like a lot of money to a large majority of people, but that's because it is. But that, my friend, is a Mulberry zipped Bayswater.
Look at the comps right here.
Designed by Johnny Coker. They started coming out about 2016 as an answer to a new era of the Bayswater, which everyone loves. This one is in antique pink with the ox blood lining. I'm that deep in the Mulberry game.
It also has it's kind of tip of, nod of the head, tip of the hat to kind of Hermes, kind of Birkin style, Kelly style, with a kind of double flap over cross lock. So the two kind of piece of leather crossover, and then the postman's lock, as they call it, is twisted and closed.
It is, so we would categorize it as a newer Mulberry design. Retail on them I will put here because I'm just doing it off the top of my head as I speak, but it's about 1,250 roughly. That's the last time that I sort of looked at prices, so there's probably a bit of inflation there. But they are a very popular handbag, so £250 would be an okay price for us.
They also come with a strap, just to clarify.
Yeah, so that's a smaller version. They do a micro as well, but that's a smaller version, and then they do a large. However, my concern about this one is because we are in Birmingham Sea, we're in Mulberry country, and Mulberry country means staff sales, and staff sales will mean that the bag will be slashed on the inside, which isn't a problem. However, it normally means there's something wrong with it.
And who can spot what's wrong with this bad boy?
Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner. As she got out the cabinet, it is 100% authentic. However,
just checking for a slash now, and there wasn't any slash.
However, the handles have been re-leathered in the most bizarre way.
Look at that.
And this is an unusual thing that happens mainly in this part of the world. But when staff at the factories can buy bags at reduced rates, return bags, etc., they call it a rummage or a staff sale, and they have a certain amount of days where they can fix the issue, because most of the times these bags will have an issue, and like that's why they're sold.
Like a D-ring's missing,
they can't be resold basically.
Yes.
Well, the handles were obviously the issue in this case, and what they've done is taken some scrap leather, used the machinery in the repair centre, and re-leathered the top of the handles.
That's also why it's got like the inking on the other side as well, which I don't know if I show or not.
However, this pretty much bombs the price of after sale.
Forget about it. It's not worth nothing, but it's next to nothing in comparison to what an original bag would be.
Yeah, you could wrap the handles with scarves or twillies as they call them. However, for I wouldn't spend 250.
I'm just going to say, to give you an idea, there's no way you'd get 250 for that bag online now. Close to ish, but I'm saying
I could probably stretch it, but I'd have to maybe throw in a twilly.
That's but once so just to explain to everyone, a twilly is a piece of fabric like a scarf.
Yeah, like a scarf.
So in what Bethany's saying is she would not hide it, as in not tell people, but you'd be hiding it visually.
You could show them how to style it without
exactly that. So the fact is that is a big red flag, and people just don't want it. To be quite frank,
no, it destroys the resale price. Resale of that bag would be about 500 to 600 without the handle problem and with the strap.
So based on the fact, if that was like £50 is worth us picking up and trying to get rid of for 150, 200, because a straight bag would be a lot more.
Yeah, but it's a lot of money to ask retail for 250 when it is technically damaged. I also left this clip in because I wanted to show you, and a lot of people ask us a lot of the time about our packaging, and I just want to point out we don't buy it in post offices because the post offices are terribly overpriced. We have multiple featured stores on eBay. So we have a packaging allowance. We use our packaging allowance to buy poly bags and boxes, etc. And in the unfortunate case of Q4 and our poly bags run out, we have to order backup from Amazon. But while we're waiting for backup from Amazon, we have to send things. So
we had a few larger parcels, so I grabbed a few of these and was kind of making do. But once again, like as Bethany said, sometimes it's not just it. Especially with us, like a lot of people send certain things if you sell books or if you sell DVDs, like you kind of know padded envelope, blah, blah, blah. With us, we sell everything from like huge coats and scarves right through to kind of small sunglasses. So it just depends. And I think, once again, packaging is the thing people don't talk about. Apart from maybe you can get it free from here or free from there, I don't think enough people talk about how you kind of maintain that.
And we should be prepared or prepare to fail when it comes to packaging.
Wow.
Well, yeah, if you have to pay escalated prices, you have to put those into the cost of goods.
What an exciting line to finish this vlog with.
No problem. Always helping, always helping.